Hi, fellow cat lovers! Today, we're exploring 15 incredible benefits of having a cat. If you already have one, you know exactly what I mean when I say they bring a sense of calm and comfort after a long day. And if you don't, stick around. By the end of this video, you might just find yourself considering adoption. Trust me, some of these benefits might surprise you. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like button so more cat lovers can find this content. Now, let's jump into the first amazing benefit of having a cat. Improved sleep. Can't fall asleep at night? Here's a game changer. Listen to your cat purr. It's not just soothing, it actually helps your body produce serotonin, the hormone that makes you feel calm and happy. That means falling asleep faster and sleeping more soundly. 2. Encouraging creativity and mindfulness. Have you ever noticed how cats can turn even the simplest things into something fascinating? A cardboard box becomes a castle, and a stray sunbeam is suddenly the most exciting part of their day. Their curiosity and playful energy have a way of sparking creativity, reminding us to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. And their focus? It's like they're giving us a masterclass in mindfulness. Watching a cat chase a toy or nap in a sunlit spot makes you want to soak in the moment too. Who wouldn't want a bit of that in-the-now magic for themselves? 3. Stress reduction. Had a bad day? Let your cat work their magic. Petting them doesn't just feel good. It actually lowers cortisol, the stress hormone responsible for all that tension. And here's an even cooler fact. A cat's purr isn't just calming, it's healing. Their purring, which ranges between 20 to 140 hertz, has been shown to help heal bones, muscles, and tendons while reducing inflammation. So the next time your cat hops into your lap and starts purring, don't move! You're getting a free, all-natural therapy session. 4. Teaching us to embrace our sensitivity. Cats have this uncanny way of understanding us without needing a single word. They just get you, especially when you're feeling down. I've known this since I was a kid. I was a sensitive child, the kind who cried when someone else was hurting and could always pick up on the emotions of others. Sometimes it felt like too much, like being sensitive was more of a burden than a gift. That's where my cat came in. She made me feel like it was okay to be exactly who I was. On my hardest days, she'd curl up beside me, lick my hands, or nudge me like she knew I needed someone close. If you've ever felt like your sensitivity is a weakness, a cat can change that. They show you it's not only okay to feel deeply, it's a strength. Cats remind us that being ourselves, just as we are, is more than enough. 5. Helping in times of grief or crisis. When life gets tough, cats have this amazing way of being exactly what you need. Quiet, steady, and always there. They don't ask for much, but they give so much in return, especially when words just don't cut it. Let me tell you how I learned this. Growing up, home life wasn't exactly easy. My parents didn't get along, and my dad cheated on my mom. She was deeply hurt, and my brother and I were often caught in the middle. I felt stuck, isolated, and sometimes even embarrassed about our family situation. Being part of an Asian family made it harder. Talking to friends or relatives wasn't an option. It felt too personal, too complicated. But my cat and dog, they became my safe space. They didn't need me to explain how I felt, and they didn't judge or try to fix anything. They were just there, calm, warm, and steady. When everything felt overwhelming, they gave me a place to process my emotions, no questions asked. Having pets didn't magically fix my family's struggles, but they gave me something even more important: stability. They reminded me I wasn't alone. Talking to them about my feelings helped me sort through everything and feel a little lighter. They didn't have solutions, but their love gave me the strength to face challenges, focus on what I could control, and let go of what I couldn't. Later in my 20s, I found my way to the Creator and started living by His teachings, a step that brought even more peace into my life. Over time, I learned to forgive my parents, not just for their mistakes, but for being human. They weren't trying to hurt me or my brother. They were doing the best they could while carrying their own pain. And slowly, I forgave myself too, for the anger, confusion, and the weight I'd carried for so long. Through all of this, my parents gave me something I'll always be grateful for: my pets. They were the friends I needed most, showing me unconditional love and companionship in the simplest, purest way. Now, let's move on to another incredible benefit of having a cat: creating healthy routines. Cats are all about routine, and they'll make sure you're on one too. Feeding them, cleaning their litter box, and setting aside time for play helps keep you consistent and grounded. Even those early morning feed me now wake-up calls, while not exactly fun, add a sense of structure to your day. Let's be real, there's something oddly comforting about having a routine buddy who keeps life just a little more organized. 7. Fostering better work-life balance. If you work from home, you've probably noticed your cat's impeccable sense of timing. They'll remind you to take breaks, nudge you to log off, and demand attention when you've been glued to your screen for too long. Their need for care and affection naturally helps create boundaries between work and home life, something we could all use a little more of. That said, cats are also experts at stealing focus. Got an important meeting? Make sure to play with them or set them up with a toy beforehand. Trust me, it'll save you from an unexpected guest appearance at the worst possible moment. 8. Strengthening the immune system. Early exposure to pets helps kids build stronger immune defenses and lowers the risk of developing allergies later in life. If you're raising a family, a cat might just be the perfect addition, not just for keeping everyone physically healthy, but also for supporting mental well-being. After all, cats are the ultimate non-judgmental listeners, offering comfort to everyone in the household. 9. Lower risk of cardiovascular diseases. Living with a cat isn't just good for your heart, it might actually save your life. Research shows that over a 20-year period, people who never owned a cat were 40% more likely to die from a heart attack and 30% more likely to die from any cardiovascular disease compared to cat owners. Why? Cats help reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and keep your heart happy and healthy. 10th, relief from anxiety and depression. Cats seem to have this sixth sense for knowing when you're having a tough time. Their quiet, non-judgmental presence can feel like a lifeline when anxiety or sadness strikes. Ever had a bad day and your cat curls up next to you? It's like they know exactly what you need at that moment. No words, just comfort. 11th, reducing loneliness. If you live alone, you know how tough loneliness can feel. Cats, though, are like little lifesavers for the soul. Despite their reputation for independence, they love being near you, whether it's following you from room to room, curling up on your lap, or simply sitting nearby while you work. With a cat around, you're never truly alone. Their presence fills the quiet spaces with comfort, turning a house into a home. 12th, building social connections. Here's something fun about cats. They bring people together. Whether it's swapping cat stories with a fellow pet owner, sharing cute photos online, or joining one of the many cat communities out there, cats are natural conversation starters. Sometimes a casual comment about your cat can spark a new friendship. It's like your furry friend is the ultimate icebreaker. Who knew their adorable antics could help you connect with people? 13. Sharing responsibility. Taking care of a cat isn't a one-person job. It's a team effort. Feeding, cleaning, and playtime are tasks that can bring the whole family together. Even negotiating over who has to clean the litter box, I know it's nobody's favorite chore, becomes a lesson in teamwork. Caring for a pet strengthens communication and fosters collaboration. And when it feels like too much, don't hesitate to ask for help. Cats bring plenty of joy, but they also remind us that shared responsibility can make life a little easier and a lot more rewarding. 14th, boosting self-esteem and emotional well-being. Taking care of a cat can do wonders for how you feel about yourself. Think about it. Knowing your furry friend depends on you, and seeing how happy they are because of your care is such a confidence booster. It gives you a sense of purpose and accomplishment that feels so rewarding. And those purrs, they're like little thank yous from your cat, reminding you that you're doing something right. Even on tough days, their unconditional love can be just what you need to keep going. 15th, connection with the spiritual world. Ever catch your cat staring intently at something invisible to you? It's like they're tuned into a frequency we can't quite reach. In many traditions, cats are believed to be spiritual guardians, bridging the gap between the physical and spiritual worlds. Their ability to sense things we can often feels like they're watching over us in ways we don't fully understand. But of course, life with pets isn't all purrs and cuddles. There are hard moments too, and it's important to talk about those. 1. Caring for a sick pet is tough. If you've ever looked after a pet with a chronic illness, you'll know how emotionally and physically exhausting it can be. Studies even show that pet owners in these situations often experience something called caregiver burden, which includes high stress and feelings of depression. It's not a side of pet ownership we talk about enough, but it's real. Our pets are family, and we'll do everything we can for them. But it's okay to acknowledge that this kind of care takes a toll. 2. Losing a pet is heartbreaking. This is the hardest part about loving a pet. Their time with us is always too short. I still remember when I was 14, holding my puppy in my arms after he was hit by a car. Just minutes earlier, he was so full of life, and then suddenly, he was gone. That pain stayed with me for years. I couldn't even think about getting another pet for a long time. Losing a pet never gets easier, but it teaches you something important. Every moment with them is a gift. They're there for all the ups and downs, the big milestones, and the quiet days in between. Their love leaves a mark that never fades. Even though their lives are shorter than ours, the joy they bring and the memories they leave behind, those stay with us forever. So tell me in the comments, how has your cat changed your life? And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe for more stories and insights about our amazing feline friends. See you in the next video.